inspired by. And I was like, what's inspiring me is these young kids at home who are doing this just like 10 years ago with me. Grinding it, some of them doing their thing, you know what I mean? So I went back home to produce the album in the so-called third world. And to me, this album is to represent the young energy and the young synergy of young people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The music that you're hearing off of it is all produced by people under 5 years.
Okay.
And it's hit music in Jamaica right now in this summer. So whatever it sounds like to people, some people say it sounds very international and very this way, and some people say it sounds so hardcore. Some people say it sounds like some crazy new type of stuff. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is what's happening in Jamaica right now. So representing the third world with the Trinity.
Okay, the
Jamaica.
third world, third album, and it took you 3 years to come back.
And it drops on the 27th of the 9th month, which is divisible by 3.
Yeah,
so we're doing it like that.
Yeah, we just heard your song, We Be Burning. I heard that you did that video in the Mojave Desert.
It was in the desert outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
So Baker, California. But very hot. It was 115 degrees that day. Remember, they had some heat waves going on.
And
that was the first day that it actually went to that heat.
Really great video.
Thank you very much.
Sean Paul, when the song was on, he was in the studio with me doing the dance that you see him doing on the video. I'm like, I get my own little personal performance. Hey, let me ask you.
Help it.
I read on MTV.com because you were saying you used a lot of young, fresh producers, and not the proven hit makers that you used on the last album. And people are saying that was risky. Do you think it'll be successful? Do you think people, the fans, will connect to it?
Yeah, because from the beginning, I've always made music like with the deepest feeling inside. And I've never made a song that basically I don't think is good enough out there. From 1996, 97, I would see big artists on the TV, Biggie and Puffy and LL Cool J, and I would say our music can be represented at that level because it's also played in the clubs at the same point. And so I've always had that feeling of what's hot and what's not, you know what I mean? And I've been bringing it to the world. I've been bringing songs like Give Me the Light, when people said at first, oh, that song, that rhythm is fast. And it became one of the biggest songs for me and for dancehall music. Also a song like Get Busy. They didn't want to have it as a single on my last album, and I chose with my gut feeling, yo, this is hot. This is the next thing, and it went to #1 on the Billboard charts for 4 weeks for me. Unbelievable.
That's cool because it shows that you're not afraid to take risks,
Exactly, and it's my gut feeling, and it's actually not too hard this time around. It's what's happening in Jamaica right now with the kids, you know what I'm saying? Young kids. There's a song called Temperature that the rhythm was hit by a kid still in school. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah. So these kids are learning. I mean,
still in high school?
Just out of high school.
Really?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But I mean, basically, there's some basketball players that are so hot that they come straight out of high school.
LeBron James.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But sometimes you just have to invest in the youth, and that's my whole initiative right now. I've worked with Steely and Clevie and Sly and Robbie, which are excellent dancehall and reggae producers for many, many years.
Okay.
But this time around, I'm being the big man, and I wanted to go back home to give these kids a shine. There's a lot of people doing dancehall music throughout the world, but they don't go back home to do it to Jamaica. They do it themselves in their own studio, wherever it may be, France, Germany, Italy, in New York City. Yeah. If you want crunk music on your album, you go to check Little John. And if you want a smooth R&B type thing, you go check the Neptunes, which is still banging in the hip hop world.
Yeah.
If you want a West Side kind of sound, you know what I'm saying, some funk, you go and check Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? So when you want hot Jamaican tracks, I think people should go back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
So that's what I've done. Invested in my country, invested in the youth. This album represents the young synergy and energy of the so-called third world, Trinity.
So listen, while we're talking about Jamaica, we had some listeners text us some questions for you. And one listener wanted you to say something in patois.
All right.
If you guys explain to everybody what patois is if they're not familiar with it.
Okay, patois is a broken language. I don't know why we call it patois, because that's a French word.
Yeah.
But we don't have any French in the language. It's more of a thing mixed up with African dialect. New words that hit the street every day.
Yeah, that you hear in Jamaica.
It's sort of like Ebonics. Yeah,
sort of like Ebonics.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me hear it. Let me hear some patois, Sean Paul.
Well, you don't know, from my eye there, my name, I love the station them called Z100. So I just have to rope in and don't ropes up the thing. Is it? And lock it on the station because this is where I love. You understand? With the girl I'm called Shelley.
Huh?
You understand?
Huh? What? No, just joking. I'm just joking.
But I said from when I was a little kid, from my eye was at my knee. That means from when I was a little kid. I've been loving the station called Z100. That's why I had to come through and show the respect.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And basically also we're locking it right here with Shelley. You know what I mean?
Are you married or have a girlfriend? That's another listener.
I'm not married.
What about a girlfriend?
I'm not married.
No comment. Okay, another question. Does the beat from We Be Burning come from a European beat?
No, it comes from a sound system called Renaissance Sound System, Young Energy and Synergy of Jamaica, the third world.
Yeah, you
Trinity,
just got through explaining that.
Yeah.
Okay, what made you want to become a musical artist? And that's from Charina in Bergen County.
Okay, Charina in Bergen County. I love music all my life. I remember being very involved in just listening to the radio and that kind of stuff. When videos came around, we didn't have MTV in Jamaica or any music television, but they would have played one or two videos, and I would always be stuck to the TV. So I'm a kid that just love music, appreciate it. My mom's listened to the Beatles and the Carpenters and Bob Marley, and my father whole heap of different music also. You know what I'm saying, Jamaican music, and also my aunt owned a discotheque. So I had a lot of musical influences, and by the time I was, say, 15, I got a little keyboard, and I thought that I could produce. And then that producing dream kind of turned into my rhyming scheme. I started to rhyme, and at the age of about 17 to 19, I really started to construct songs and put them together. So music has just been something that has been calling me all my life, and I finally got into it, and I put all my energy into it, you know?
Okay.
And I hope she like it.
You going to be touring anytime soon?
I've been doing a promotional tour.
Yeah.
But
other than, just having a big tour where you're touring around the world.
Yeah, I would love to. Actually, I just came off of a big tour 6 months ago, and I stopped to do the album in the 6 months. But before that, I was in Japan, Australia, Indonesia, Madagascar, Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Egypt, Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, Brazil. The whole of America I went to on the Rock the Mic tour. This was 2 years ago. And so, basically I've been to So Far, Poland and Hungary, and I've just done all of that. And that's touring. And right now I'm promoting a new album. And so I won't be doing any more touring like that for now. I'll be in the United States back and forth, promoting the album, and basically a tour will probably happen later this year.
Okay, and of course Z100 will keep you posted if that happens. That, by the way, that question was from Sylvia in Staten Island. And I'm going to wrap it up,
What
Sean
up, Sylvia?
Paul. I'm going to wrap it up with a question of my own. You performed, I can't remember whether it was Z100's Jingle Ball or Z100's Zootopia, but it was at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I think it's Jingle Ball.
Yeah, see, you performed, and on the same bill was Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And at the time, Beyonce's Baby Boy, which you were on with her, was like the biggest song out. But
9 weeks on the Billboard charts, can I say? It was also on my album too, by the way.
Yeah, Beyonce.
That helped to sell it. Thank you very much, Miss B.
While you were on stage, while you performed, Beyonce didn't come out and perform Baby Boy with you.
Right.
And you didn't perform with her during her set, but she did go out and perform with Jay-Z during his set. And the rumor was that Jay-Z didn't want her to perform with you. Is there any truth to that? And what are your comments
There's
on
a lot of rumors that happen when a song is 9 weeks on the Billboard charts. So I just have to big up Beyonce and Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't have no beef with nobody. There were certain reasons that I did not get to perform certain songs, but I still do this song every day on my stage show right now.
Okay.
Because it's a song that I took part in and helped to make it what it was.
Okay.
Maybe if she did the song with somebody else, it wouldn't have been in that respect. That's my opinion. I love her part, and I love my part. I think it's a beautiful song. It's put together well. So, all things being said now, it's like, it's 9 weeks on the Billboard charts. Me and her must be happy about it. That's it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, stage show wise, I would love to be able to work the song with her. But I do believe that the crowd gets into it with me, and I'm able to carry it off. And so herself too, because people, love her. There's fans that love her and fans that love me. So it's all good. And it's all love.
There you have it. Keeping it positive. Sean Paul, it's been such a pleasure having you in the studio with me. And I was looking forward to this. You've made my week. Thank you very much. Anything you want to say to the Z100 listeners in closing as we get into Little John, actually?
Well, this is Sean Paul, Sean Peasy, the girls that move easy right here, so alongside the 100.ZZ. You know what I'm saying? And I got to say to the people, my album is out. It's called Trinity. I thank you very very much for supporting me over the years. All my fans, them, all the people who don't like reggae and dancehall. Get with it, yo! And you don't know, this is the new thing. You see me? Little John, take it away, Shelley.
Thanks, Sean Paul. We love you, okay?
Enough love,
you guys go and pick it up. It's called The Trinity. New music and a new album in stores by Sean Paul. As we get back into the music, Lil Jon and Eastside Boys, Yin Yang Twins on Z100.